Hello everybody and welcome back to another fishing video. You join myself and Ian back down the Lake of Dreams and hopefully we can bring you...
Revenge, innit, mate?
Revenge,
for me. Yeah.
No mate. This is the start of a 3-week stint for me. I'm on a bit of a mission. And
Sorry, Emma.
Sorry, Emma. Sorry, Emma. Sorry about that as I clutch my coffee and a little bit scared. But no, we're here at the Lake of Dreams till Friday morning. Come off Friday morning, then we're on the Manor. We're going to be there going into Friday morning. So then we're on till, what is it, 7 days or something?
Yeah, so we got a group booking of 7 days, and obviously, as we were just saying, it's so busy down the factory. Unfortunately, the times have gone where we can all go in at 6 o'clock in the morning, smack all the orders out by 11 and all get on the bank together. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing in the slightest. We appreciate all the orders that come through, like the way the business has grown, especially with Tommy's opening this year. Yeah. It's been incredible. But yeah, I've got 4 nights on there. I come off and Isaac goes on. I think you've got an extra night in you, and then you're off for your next venture. I'll let you tell everyone about that one again.
I'm going to the famous Euro Aqua, so I head there tail end of next week, and it begins. We're in Primo. I'm going in the peg where the world record come out last year. I think they were a Polish family, and they had £105 common. I remember ringing you, I think, or Tom, or whatever it was in the thing, saying, mate, this fish has just come out, have you seen it? And that's from the peg we're going, and on the week, this same week last year, it come out in the peg we're going in. So yeah, to say I'm looking forward to that is probably a bit of an understate, but myself and Connor will be fishing that peg, and we're going to bring you on our journeys. You're going to see this video, you're going to see the Manor video, then we're going to finish it off with the Euro Aqua. So you've got 3 weeks of bangers coming your way.
3 very good. Like I said, this next 7 nights for me, it's not often I take 7 days off, and to have 7 days, 3 nights on one and 4 on the other, 2 very hard venues. You've got to work them. You can't just rock up to either of these venues. This has done 1 fish in the last 6 weeks.
6 weeks, yeah. I'm glad you pointed that out. Yeah. Sit back, enjoy this video. Maybe you can get yourself some popcorn or order yourself a nice seafood pizza. Or a coffee. Or a coffee. And enjoy.
With everlasting milk, innit? Everlasting. Enjoy.
Well, it's give it to them mode, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I've done sort of 1/4 of the bucket at the moment, but if anybody's got a keen eye, you may be looking at this pellet thinking, that's not the normal Parker Baits pellet, and let me explain. So up Dean, he feeds Euro Aqua pellet, and Euro Aqua pellet is arguably one of the best pellets out there for feeding and bringing on your fish. So that's the reason why I went for this. I didn't want a normal pellet out there. I wanted something a little bit supercharged, but the difference is with this, I've infused it with the same flavourings and also an element of flat spot in there, which is slightly different to what I normally put off on our normal pellet. Obviously the flavouring's the same, but the flat spot's slightly different. So they're supercharged, and it's a very good pellet. It's an 8mm pellet as well, but literally all I'm doing is, and you can see they've got that lovely sort of shine on them if you like, but I've done very well over the top of pellet. There's no denying it. He's putting it in, Dean's feeding it on a weekly, daily basis. That is their go-to bait. They're eating it day in, day out. So I think it'd almost be silly of me not to put the pellet in. So something a little bit different, obviously. And I know Dean feeds, and he feeds sporadically around the whole lake. So in my eyes, I want to try and control a bit of pellet on the spot, which is what I'm doing. I'm keeping my tip forward every time when that spom's hitting that same place countless times. So I'm starting to build up a nice little sort of body of pellet on the bottom, which is going to control the bites a little bit more. So as long as I'm fishing on the money going into the next 2 nights, on top of that, I'm increasing my chances in my eyes, and that's why I've done that. I've done very well on it in the past. There's 1 fish in here I need now, which is the DME fish, and I'd really like to see that on the bank. It's a scaly one, it's a 40-pounder, and it's arguably the nicest fish in the lake. It's up there anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to carry on now, get a few more spombs out. Happy days. So I'm just looking over at Ian's peg, and I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. We've been busy this afternoon, myself, Steve and Ian. We've done loads of reels in that. But I'm just looking over now, just off the back of his flat spot where he's been spomming. And I arguably could say one of my favourite sides. And he's fishing on the spot out there, right in between the two trees where I've fished Bill in the past. And it's done 3 of the big ones, that spot. I mean, I'll play him over the screen now so you can see him. Queenie, Measles and Jessie. But what you see is, just before dark, you sort of start seeing a little bit of fizzing, and over again, a big eruption of fizzing comes up on that spot. And they're there clearly feeding, and they let you know as well, because the odd fish will jump out and breach the spot. So hopefully Ian can make one happen, or nick one, should I say. It really would be nice for him to sort of conquer one from the Lake of Dreams, and on that spot as well. It truly would. But his other rod, he's sort of roaming it around, sort of using the bag sporadically across that back bit, up against the lilies, up against the reeds. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. My side, I've just topped out with a little bit of bait, and I've redone the rod. Good job I did, because I put a worm rig out and the worms were gone, so I've just redone the worms on it at top, put it straight back out. Spot rods just went absolutely lovely. I mean, crack on. Spombs bang over the top, absolutely. I physically couldn't fish any better on my right hand rod. Left hand rod I've actually moved. A coot picked me up, not caught it or anything, but I looked over, the coot's over, and then they're jumping down, so it's obviously moved my hook bait off the spot, off the bag where it's obviously dispersed, and I've put it over, and it's actually went out nicer than the rod that the coot picked up. I was like, yeah, leave that there, tip down. Horrible crosswind, tip down. Yeah, lovely, on the money. Slowed it down with a spool. Didn't even feel for a drop. I'm not worried about a drop. I'm fish double bagged anyway, so I know it's going to be presentated. There's not enough weed over it for it not to be. So yeah, that went out lovely. Rod down on the pod, clip the bobbin on, and that's where I'm at now. I think it's time to digest this afternoon, really, see what the next couple of hours bring, going into that sort of darkness. Starting to see, obviously, that darkness creep in that a little bit earlier now. We're going into them sort of colder months, which is a shame really, but it's been a good summer. It truly has. So yeah, that's the update for now. Hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. I'll keep in the loop where I can and how I can, or hopefully showing you some fish as well, so how I can. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Right, wow. After topping up a few spombs and redoing the rig, I sort of sat there and yeah, right hand rod, slow and steady take, screamed off. First one for me on this trip here at the Lake of Dreams. I don't know what fish it is yet. Feels half decent, but normally when they're coming in like this now, I can normally go, that's so and so or that's so and so, but at the moment I don't know. Oh, it's a linear. Look at that for a fish.
He smashed it. I'm excited to see the first deep tree we were talking about this morning, weren't we? I've not seen one on the bank here yet.
There we go. So boom, there it is, all 28.6 of her, and not a fish that I've seen myself or caught myself. So yeah, blown away. 28.6, you can't grumble with that for your first fish. And a scaly bang. I've got to show you the other side as well, because it's just, wow, as Ian likes to say, incredible. There it is. Incredible is definitely the word to use. So I'll show you the other side and we'll get this one back. There it is, there's the other side. Could I say arguably the nicest side? I don't know, I can't make my mind up, I truly can't, but yeah, the Lake of Dreams does it again. And I'm smiling from ear to ear, nice to be off the mark. Ian needs one now, and a few more wouldn't go amiss. Come on the carp. Yes! Hey, here we go. Another one, and I think it's a common baited spot. Miserable day, and nice to see another one come. Scaly one again on that same rig. Lovely scaly one. Oh, it's a nice one, and it's just hooked. It's a lovely one. It's a lovely one. It is a banger. Oh my God, it's a banger. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Real small head on it, and some scales coming out of scales, coming out of scales, coming out of scales. Real moody day, but perfect conditions, absolutely perfect. I've got to show you the other side. So boom, there's the other side. Outrageous carp, and my favourite one from Dean's so far. The fully. Is it going to be the big fully one day? Who knows? And hopefully I see one twice the size of this. Just had a beat. Twice the size of this tail end of the week. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? £60 fully. But yeah, there's a starter for you. Yes. To say the darkness is coming real quick is probably a bit of an understatement, but as you can see over the back there, lights on the house and pitch black. If I move you over to my rods, you can now see my line, got the Catran line on. Now available, Tommy's tackle, and I'm well impressed by it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. You can see everything at night time with it, where the lines are going, fish on point. But you know, I thought I'd give you a bit of an update before bed. Although I haven't got much footage this afternoon, it's been absolutely weighing it down. It truly has. But a nice view, and it's still raining now, to be honest with you. Misty rain. But time to get my head down, and I'll keep in the loop if anything happens between now and the morning. To say last night was pretty uneventful is a bit of an understatement. I think I had a couple of liners which I think was wind. I've got a big week coming up, big day tomorrow. We turn up to the Manor tomorrow. I might as well get another couple of hours. So I went back to bed and woke up about 10 o'clock. I thought, Christ, definitely feels like I'm on holiday, to say the least. I don't normally lay in till then at all. But yeah, that was lovely. I've got coots over my spot at the moment. I've got about 5 to 7 of them, and they just keep dropping down on the spot. But if anything, it's going to just disturb the bottom. Plan of action is we're going to go to total fishing tackle today. Now, I'm not going to record that, but what I am going to do is I'm going to put some footage up on the screen, maybe sort of 30 seconds, just a little bit of a taste in your mouth of what total fishing tackle is all about, and obviously a Parker bait stockist, where you guys can get your hands on the freshest bait in the game if you're in the sort of the Essex area, if you like. And we're going to pop down there this afternoon, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, that is the update. It is 11:30. Where have the last couple of days gone? And this is just the beginning of this stint. I can't wait for the Manor tomorrow. I really can't. I'm sort of a little bit nervous about that. You know, it's late £50-60 fully in front of you. It's about as nice as English fish get, if you ask me. It's just a worldie, an absolute worldie, and I would love to. Yeah, imagine this. I'm going to say it in this video just in case it happens, but imagine going there, banging a 60, and then going to Euro Aqua and banging a 100-pounder. That'd be probably some of the best 2 weeks fishing in my life. Imagine. We can dream, eh? Get in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on that. Get in the comments. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll update you when we're back from Total Fishing Tackle, and I'll keep you in the loop. Right then, guys, you joined me back at a very windy Lake of Dreams. We went to Total Fishing Tackle. We even went out for a pub lunch, myself and Ian. Quite nice to get out, both of us. Don't get out very often. Sort of once in a blue moon sort of opportunity, being out. We're both so busy at work and being with his job role at Parker Baits HQ. He's a busy man alongside myself, so hopefully the wind isn't picking up too much here, but I'm back. The rods are already out on the money, and that's the wind. I'll make that very clear, that's the wind. But what I'll do is I'll show you around now. So boom, here it is. Rods are out. There's a purple tree in the background, and that's a known spot, and dummy bites in the past. Also done Queenie off that spot. 12 3/4 wraps on 13-foot wraps, which is over towards that purple tree, and that done both of the bites yesterday, right smack bang in the middle of the, and the coots are jumping down on me. Of course they are. Over here you've got a nice set of lilies, sort of 3 or 4 sets of lilies if you want a nice house over the back. See them all jumping down? There's the purple tree, that's the spot. Move back out, you've got an island. I'm going to make this quick because it's really windy. And then the house over the back, and then Ian's obviously fishing over that way, but the wind is battering that way now. Yesterday it was going this way. So is that going to change anything? I don't know, but we shall see. I have just witnessed the most absolutely horrendous downpour. Rainbow over the back now, sun behind me. But that is the worst weather I've ever seen up Deans. It pulled my pod over. My 2 rods were up in the air. I've never witnessed anything like that in my life, down here anyway. Really flattened off over there now. It was chalk and cheese to what it was 10 minutes. There's a slight drizzle in the air. But it does look good for it, it really does. That must have stirred them up a little bit, surely. You'd think so anyway. But doesn't that look nice? That rainbow in the background there with the house. Absolutely beautiful. All we need now is a big carp to follow. Absolutely fully locked in. We can't do nothing at all, to be honest with you. Just redoing my bag now. Got in, there was a little bit of a break in the rain. Got in the bivvy, started tying the bag, and the heavens have opened again. Yeah, not ideal, but we keep positive. Well, that's Ian doing a run over there.
Can't hang around. No, I'm early in the morning to the manor.
Up early in the morning to the manor.
Alright, I saved it. Technical malfunction.
Technical malfunction. Cooch on the spot. I'm going to flick a swim over there in a minute just to spook him off. But yeah, it's looking good for it. That rain has finally stopped. I just done a run in the old barrow. All the mats and slings are used. Dean keeps his own ones here, so before they do me, I'm going to do something about that. The rod I mentioned to you earlier, I said I've redone the bag, and I see a back end of a show that I thought was a show. So I redone that rod just before we got smashed to bits. Right over to the left, that was. And that's the rod that's just picked up. Me and Ian were just sat there and yeah, bobbin pulled up, got a couple of beeps, real slow take, and then bang, pulled up, screamed off. Oh no, it's come off. All tucked in my bivvy now. You see the lights on the house over the back over there. But it is absolutely pitch black, and I literally just got them rods out in time, and then obviously this darkness is coming. But early start in the morning, obviously I'll keep in the loop throughout, and if I don't touch with base with you in the morning, I'll touch base with you at the manor. But yeah, looking forward to the manor is probably an understatement. Imagine £60 fully, that would be unbelievable. It truly would. But hopefully them rods just down here scream off prior to leaving in the morning. So fingers crossed for me, and good night all. Come on, carp. So the Manor carp fishery, where do I start? Somewhere that truly makes me smile every time I talk about this particular venue. I'm pretty sure I've got Linda. I've obviously checked the pictures at this point, looked at the fish, checked the pictures, look at the fish, as you do when you got that, when that magical moment happens. So the question is, are you coming to the Winter Carp Show? Because Parker Baits are going to be there, and we're going to be bigger and better than ever before. Tommy boy, what are we bringing then, mate?
We're bringing the pick and mix, the famous pick and mix. So come over and join us for a bit of pick and mix action, hook baits, Scopex flat spots, some more specials as well. The whole team's going to be there. The deals are going to be fantastic. You need to come over and see us. How do they book?
Wow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all in the description of this video. Make sure you go over to the website. It's on the 29th and the 30th of November. And like I said, their freshest bait in the game is going to be there.
And if you're wondering where it is, it's at Sandown Racecourse. So if you're near Sandown Racecourse, or if you want to make a little journey, come down and see us. It's going to be a great weekend.
So make sure you beeline over to the Parker Baits stand. Run past all the stands, come over to Parker Baits stand, and I'll see you there in the morning.
Get involved.